Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Martin, and this is going to be episode 3 and a Reddit challenge. It looks like it was about 4 months ago, April 27th. The rules were, well, the weekly challenge name is a rendezvous. The rules are two ships must, create an orbital rendezvous between two ships. So that's pretty straightforward. I was thinking about the order that I wanted to try to do some of the challenges in maybe, or what I wanted to do next, and this one fits pretty well because if you think about the original NASA space program, they did suborbital, I believe, and then they did some orbital stuff, and then I think one of the things they did pretty early on was rendezvous two ships together. And they also did EVAs pretty early on, so maybe I'll throw one of those into it. One of the things, though, is that I'm probably going to have to split this into two, just because of that 15-minute limit. And I don't think I can do an orbital rendezvous in 15 minutes, because I also have to design the ships. Although, I'll probably just do two of the same ship. So, geez, can we just modify orbital? Probably. One of the things we'll want for rendezvous that we didn't have in orbital here, I think I'm probably going to put an SAS on now, just because it'll be easier to kind of maintain that 90-degree heading. And, you know, a little bit closer in heading between the two ships will mean a little bit less adjusting I'll have to do when I get up to the altitude and go to join them up and match them together. We're also going to do RCS this time. Let's see, should we? Yeah, I like this idea then of maybe just separating them once. Does that mess with everything? Yes. Why would I put those down there? Eee. There, that way when we get to orbit we can just separate the junk out the bottom. Although we'll still need some amount of power to deorbit. Don't want to leave them up there forever. Let's do that then. So we still have all the engines. Separate, separate, separate. No problem, that'll work. We just need some RCS thrusters. You want to do these in even numbers. I've done it with 3s before. And you get really weird things when you try to translate and rotate. It just doesn't work quite as well. So we did add a lot of weight on. I guess is the best thing to do. Let's just add another tank. Yeah. Another tank to each. So we orbital 2. Everything still looks good there. Put all the tanks there. That's not good. There we go. All the engines. And let's head to the launch pad. What else can we talk about in the meantime? So the theory behind orbital rendezvous, of course, is we'll just get this one up into maybe say 100-some kilometer circular orbit. Closer to circular the better. I will attempt to make it a little smoother of a circular orbit this time, now that I am aware of the issues from last time, the way too much thrust to weight ratio. I didn't check the video, they were probably pulling 5 Gs there when I was trying to circularize. Far too much power. Anyway, let's give this a go and see. We got Jeb, and we'll probably have one of the other originals then to link up with them. So let's launch. Much slower. pace of liftoff. A little bit lower thrust to weight ratio, probably somewhere just over 1.5 maybe. Again, I hope this isn't too loud. Too late to change it now. Just do a little tilt to the east. Fuel tanks are dropping. It's really interesting how it burns some of those. I wonder if there's something weird going on because I added those tanks onto the top. Hope not. So let's not mess this up too bad this time. Get that right on 90 degrees. Speed's really increasing now. There goes that stage. Okay, much more altitude. Let's see, we'll cut it off at about, well, maybe about 80 again. So there we have it. So I could use the RCS to make this turn a little bit faster, but I'm not in a hurry. I would like to stop this rotation a little bit, but let's see if that stops it. Yeah, it's pretty good. And again, lessons learned from last time. You want to fire a little bit before the apoapsis. Especially now this one's a little bit, well, I guess it's pretty similar to last time, but it's a little bit closer to the atmosphere. So if you go too far down the other side, you start to feel some atmosphere. So we're out now. We could fast forward even, but won't need to. Used one tank there to finish getting up into orbit. We're not technically orbital yet. I'll circularize in a moment. So it's just about fall here where I live. Went out for a bike ride this morning. It was quite nice, but definitely the smell in the air and leaves starting to fall on the ground. I've actually just moved into this area in the last year. It was last winter I moved to this area. I used to live out on the east coast of Canada, and so I'm not used to these seasons, so it's interesting to learn when does fall start. And where I was from it was Prince Edward Island, if anyone knows, and the seasons get delayed a little bit there because of the Gulf of St. Lawrence. So fall wouldn't typically be starting out there yet. There's another fuel tank gone. Let's just keep that pointed. So I think that timing was this much better on this one. And we're going to be getting a periapsis here momentarily. Getting ready to cut the engines. Oops. It switches so fast I missed it. That's okay. I wanted an apoapsis, or I wanted a circular orbit over 100 kilometers anyway, so that'll work. I forgot about this mission over here again too. I'm gonna have to Get rid of it. So that's where we took off from, back over there. And yeah, just a little 5.4 liters. Full tank left for bringing up this periapsis 20 kilometers to 30 kilometers or so. One of the other challenges was go to the moon and back. I think that'll definitely be on our list upcoming. It's one of the certainly more fun things to do. Go to the moon or to Minmus with a lander and be able to successfully return. So 25 seconds. Just want to... Ooh, yeah, it's a slow turner. Now we'll just use RCS a little bit. Got 2 tanks. Might have been overkill. Especially since this is the first ship that won't. I'll just probably leave this one in orbit. Oops. A little bit past, but that shouldn't matter too much. $110, $109, $109, $110. That's almost $111 now. Alright, that's good enough. It's at 109.6, a little over a kilometer difference between the two. Not too big of a deal. And I think this is probably going to be a good time to end the episode. And the next episode, hopefully it'll be not too long, but we'll be trying to rendezvous Orbital 3 with Orbital 2. So thanks for watching. My name is Martin, and I will see you soon.